let's get to the latest that is coming in from the state of Himachal Pradesh. After 48 hours of incessant rainfall, now is the time for relief and rescue. Lots of tourists still stranded, lots of districts, lots of region completely in oblivion, cut off, where we are given to understand no electricity. Lots of damage that has happened to water work projects, and water pipelines have been cut off in many areas of Himachal. Phone connectivity, mobile connectivity, the OHC cable in areas like even Manali, Kasol, all of it has been washed away in the rains, torrential rainfall here. And what we are visualizing and actually seeing is the aftermath of this tragedy. Himachal witnessed heavy rains as well. Till now, the count seeing 72 people have been killed due to the landslides and other rain-related incidents. Himachal cloudbursts were triggered and flash floods in the hill state, where nearly 800 roads are still closed in the state. Several vehicles, buildings and even bridges have been washed away with the waters. All major rivers are in spate, bringing normal life to an abject standstill. Orange alert right now has been sounded in certain districts of Himachal Pradesh. The Met Department has said that today in areas in districts like Kulu, Mandi, there has been no rainfall, but could be tomorrow. However, rainfall has moved to other parts of Himachal, namely the south of Himachal. Heavy rainfall expected there. Meanwhile, Himachal Chief Minister Sukhwinder Sukhu has urged all residents to stay indoors or seek refuge at safer locations. He took an aerial survey earlier this afternoon in areas worst affected, including Senj, where 2 villages have been washed away with 80 houses, even a hospital washed away, we are told. After 2 days of abject mayhem, I am right now in Kulu. The road from Mandi to Kulu has opened up, and suddenly you see a spurt of tourists that have come out desperate to get back home. Where I am, right behind me is the Kulu city. Right in front is onwards to Manali, where the roads have been washed away. And on the right-hand side of me is the road to Kasol. There's a steady stream of young tourists who are able to walk and who are walking all the way from Kasol, because various parts of the roads have been washed away. Some of them who we've met have walked about 40 to 80 kilometers. There's no car. There are hardly any buses. There's no help, even by the government, it seems, on ground, where a basic advice can be dispensed to these tourists on what is their best option to get home. They are coming in laden sometimes in goods carriers, making their way right now to Kulu and then trying to find their way out of here. This is the local Volvo bus kiosk that you see, and what we are given to understand by these tourists, that now there is a surge in charges. They're trying to make a fast buck, where going from here to Mandi has been charged to about 2,000 rupees per head. We spoke to a lot of them, and the sense that we could get was of helplessness. Nobody's here to actually guide them, to tell them what's the best way to get home. Reporting with camera person Pawan Kumar, Preeti Chaudhary for India Today.
तो उसमें जब मैं निकलने लगा तो लैंडस्लाइड काफी हो गई थी. मैं बरसैनी में ही रुका, 2 दिन बरसैनी में रुका. उसके बाद अभी भी वहाँ पे जैसी मैंने आते हुए हालत देखी है, मेरे को नहीं लगता 1 महीने से पहले वहाँ पे कुछ हो पाएगा सही. इतनी यहाँ पे कीचड़ है. चल के आए हैं, उसके बाद 40 किलोमीटर चले, मणिकरण रुके, उसके बाद आए फिर टैक्सी से, उसके बाद फिर ट्रैक किया है हमने. पूरा 200 मीटर का पैच गायब है, उधर से फिर ट्रैक किया है, फिर आए. केयर कोई कुछ नहीं कर रहा है. लोकल्स जो भाव है उसका 3 to 4 टाइम्स ले रहे हैं.
कसोल में एकदम कनेक्टिविटी नहीं है और वहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यहाँ पे भी नहीं है, बट एटलीस्ट यहाँ पे नेटवर्क्स है.
क्या विटनेस किया था
इन कसोल? हम लोगों ने देखा था जो छलाल है वो पूरा एकदम चला गया है. तो हम लोग छलाल से आए हैं कसोल मार्केट में, तो वहाँ पे 2-3 लैंडस्लाइड हम लोग क्रॉस करके आए हैं. तो फिर वहां से हम एकदम कसोल मार्केट आना भी बहुत डिफिकल्ट था, बट हम लोग एटलीस्ट आ गए कसोल मार्केट. फिर वहां से हिम्मत मिली कि आगे चलते हैं. अब फाइनली हम यहाँ पहुंच गए, होपफुली दिल्ली पहुंच जाए हम लोग.
वी आर कमिंग फ्रॉम कसोल. अभी 3-4 दिन से वहाँ पे अटके हैं. हमारे सामने गाड़ियां भई हैं, सब कुछ हुआ है, नॉट इवन अ सिंगल पुलिस पर्सन. एनडीआरएफ की टीम आई थी जो नीचे पानी भर रहा था, लोगों को निकाल दिया और बोला कि ऊपर जाके अपने आप रह लो. नथिंग हैज बीन डन बाय द गवर्नमेंट. आई हैव ट्वीटेड, कोई हेल्प नहीं हो रही है, कुछ नहीं हो रही है. यहाँ पे लोग अपने हिसाब से पैसे ले रहे हैं, 3,000 4,000 सिर्फ मंडी तक जाने के लिए. यहाँ पे मैंने 100 नंबर कॉल किया, पुलिस इज नॉट हेल्पिंग एट ऑल।
कसौल में कितने दिन से?
कसोल हम लोग पहुंचे थे 8 को।
8 को पहुंचे?
जी जी। और मतलब 8 की मॉर्निंग में पहुंच गए थे, 7 को निकले थे हम। और ऐसा बारिश वगैरह का हमें कुछ पता ही नहीं था, क्योंकि लाइटली बारिश हो रही थी।
जी।
अचानक से बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश हुई, उसकी वजह से मौसम बिगड़ गया और धीरे धीरे रास्ते टूटने लग गई, ब्रेक हो गया। क्योंकि हम जी हाँ होटल में ही थे, बट हमारी नेक्स्ट डे की टिकट थी, हमें निकलना था वहाँ से। तो बस की भी थी, फ्लाइट की भी थी, बट सब कैंसिल होगी क्योंकि वहाँ पे वायर वगैरह सब ब्रेक हो गए। लाइट बिल्कुल नहीं है, फोन भी बिल्कुल नहीं काम कर रहा है, खाली वोडाफोन में ही नेटवर्क आ रहे थे जैसे तैसे। तो लोग कांटेक्ट कर रहे, इनफैक्ट सब रो रहे थे, क्योंकि किसी से कांटेक्ट किसी का नहीं हो पा रहा है, फोन तक चार्ज नहीं हो पा रहा था, लाइट वाली प्रॉब्लम प्लस कैश पेटीएम इससे भी प्रॉब्लम है, कुछ भी नहीं हो पा रहा। जो लोग कैश भी दे रहे हैं वो लोग बहुत ही मुश्किल में, जैसे ज्यादा पैसे लेके उसके बाद हमें वो अगर
टूरिस्ट है वहाँ पे?
बहुत लोग हैं मैम अभी तो।
When did you reach?
Around 9th, I think so.
9th. You came alone?
Yeah, I came alone
From Delhi.
from Delhi.
And you went to Kasol.
Yeah,
And 9th you reached, and in 2 days you were stuck.
yeah, I got stuck. I just planned for 2 days only, but it is extended. There was no taxi, no buses. Buses was cancelled, and the flood was there a little bit more.
It all happened in 1 day?
2 days.
2 days.
2 day it take. Actually, the rain was very heavy, and next day it become the flood is become more in that Parvati Valley.
Right.
So all the buses and cars become blocked.
The worst affected region in Himachal was the area of Kulu, Bhuntar and Manali. As while we enrolled, despite the disconnectivity of the mainland Kulu and Manali from rest part of Himachal, it has been really difficult taking the small stretches in the mountains, and somehow we have managed to reach in Bhuntar, and this explained the furious flash floods from those hilly areas. All of a sudden there's a huge amount of debris along with the flash flood that came down and literally took along everything that came on the way. There you see all these shops are literally now under the debris, and that was really scary situation. Those images had gone viral, but here in Bhuntar this entire market was almost choked up with the debris and the flash flood. Of course it's only all the footprints left now. People have trying best there to secure and restore whatever was left by the flash flood. Look at these, all these shops were almost destroyed. Virtually the road is now open for the vehicular activities, but here from Bhuntar to Kulu, this entire region was amongst the worst affected. We are bringing you ground report from the epicenter, and Bhuntar was one amongst in this area of Kulu. At ground zero in Kulu's Bhuntar with Nasir Ahmad Mishra for India Today.